Hello everyone, welcome back to Beginner Beauty Glow. This is today's look. I did use my new Naked 2 Urban Decay Basics palette that I just got on Cyber Monday. I got a great deal for this. So it's not like a super exciting palette, but I absolutely love the shades in here. I love neutral color, so this is definitely right up my alley. If you would like to see how I achieve the full completed look, please continue to watch the video all the way through. Alright, so let's go ahead and start off today's look with doing some skincare. I'm going to use my Ordinary toner here first. Is anybody doing anything fun or have any big plans for the weekend? I know I don't really have anything planned for this weekend. I wish I could say I did, but I don't. But, you know, it is the holiday season, so I feel like there's always kind of something going on around town. So hopefully we can find something fun to do. Alright, so now I'm going to do a serum. I'm going to use my Ordinary serum with the niacinamide in it. I did forget to tell you guys on Black Friday, I forgot a whole bag of things I got from Target in the self-checkout area. And for so long during the day, I was like going through my stuff over and over again. Like, where did I set this thing? I thought my sister accidentally took the bag with her stuff, and I thought maybe my niece did, but nobody had it. And I was just so confused, and I literally went through all my things like 3 times. And then finally I'm like, could I have left the bag at the checkout area? So I called there, and I knew it was a long shot, but turns out I did. I left the whole bag right in the checkout area. I don't know how that happened, but I'm just really glad and thankful that somebody obviously seen it and brought it to the customer service area. That was really nice. Alright, and then lastly for skincare, I'm going to use my CeraVe Oil Control Moisturizing Gel Cream. I am excited to... Okay, I know this palette is not like anything fancy, but it's just this shade. I love, you know, I'm just a neutral girl. I love neutral shades. I think that's what they're called, right? Neutral. So even though it's not, you know, a fancy palette or a big palette, it doesn't have any, you know, bright, beautiful colors. It's just I love the palette, and I'm super excited that I got a great deal on it. I know I had told you guys in one of my last videos, I believe that it's like a third, even though it's a small palette, it's an Urban Decay palette. It's like 30, I think it's at $35 or $37, somewhere around there, normal price. It was on sale for $17.50 with a Black Friday special, and then I had like, or not Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and then I had like $6 or something in points, so I ended up getting it like with taxes like $12. So I thought that was a great deal. I was super excited about that. You guys, so skincare is done. I do want to do my eyes first. So here's the palette. I didn't even take it out of the box yet. I know, like I said, it's not anything exciting, like bold, beautiful colors to share with you guys, but I'm still excited about it. Like I said, these are my colors. These are the colors I love to wear. At least I hope they are. You know, sometimes I have had palettes where I look at it and I'm like, oh, those shades are so beautiful, and then I put them on and I'm like, oh, okay, I don't like these on me. Alright, so let's open this up. So there's the shades. Yeah. So let me go ahead and start. Alright. Alright, so I'm going to go in with this shade here. It's called Stark. And don't mind my lashes. I did them yesterday, and as you can see, I don't know what happened, but I think one of the lashes that I put over here was like mislabeled on a size. So like obviously these are a little bit longer than the ones in the corner over here. Not that it matters, but just thought I'd point that out. Point out the obvious. All right. I really love this shade. It's a very nice color. Okay. All right, I did pause my video and add some tape here just to hopefully give the eyeshadow a nice shape at the end. All right, so I'm gonna move on now to, I'm debating. Let's go, I'm gonna go with this one here. It's called Cover. All right, so I'm just gonna start darkening up the outer areas a little bit. Okay. Okay, I'm just kind of working my way over darker and darker. So now I'm going to move on to this shade here, and that one is called Primal. That's really pretty. Okay. All right, and then lastly, I'm going to do the one at the end, which is the darkest, and that one is called Undone. And I'm going to try to do this very lightly, just so I don't go too dark with what I'm wanting. Okay, that's good. That's good. All right, so we're done with that. I'm gonna use a brush just to soften up the top area here. Different brush, I should say. And to kind of blend that top area in a little bit. Just like that. All right, let me go ahead and take the tape. I'm not, usually you guys see me do a shimmer in the inner corners, but I'm not going to do that today. I'm going to keep it a nice matte color here. That is very pretty. Okay. I am going to do my bottom waterline with a eye brightener, under eye brightener. This is the NYX Wonder Pencil. It's a micro highlight stick, it says. One has a shimmer and one is matte. So I'm going to use the matte. I don't want it to... I really like this because it's not too extremely bright. I still want it to look natural and not like I'm putting some white eyeliner under my eyes. You see how that still looks very natural? Well, in my opinion, it looks very natural. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and also do my bottom lashes. And I'm going to use the Tarte XL Tubing Mascara, which I really love. Before I do that, though, I do want to just kind of brush out my eyelashes to try to get some of the eyeshadow fallout out of there. Because that is extreme. For my lash wearers, how do you guys get that out? Because I kind of struggle with it. I mean, obviously I know that I can wash them, but how can I wash them when I have makeup on is my question. I don't know. It's probably just going to have to do because I don't know how to get it off the top part of my lashes. Okay, so back to the bottom lash mascara. I really love this tubing mascara. Oh, I just don't want it to like splash me when I pull out the applicator. All right, there we go. It has been a really great mascara. And I usually do 2 to 3 coats of it, so that's what I'm going to be doing. And I let these dry between each coat. Alright, so I did let that layer dry a little bit. Now I'm going to go ahead and add my second layer. Okay. I'm even debating yeah, I think I will. Well, I might leave it at 2 layers. I usually do 3, but I might leave it at 2. All right, I did pause the video and I went ahead and added a 3rd coat to my bottom lashes. So eyes are done. I'm not going to do anything else with these today. I'm going to go ahead and start on my face. I'm going to be using my, oh, you know what? Sorry, before I do that, I do have a new primer. This is the Hard Candy Glow On Lock Primer. I got this from Walmart. I have another one that's more matte that I've used in other videos, but this one I just got. This is a new one for me. It has a soft radiant glow with vitamin C and it illuminates the skin, it says. So I'm going to go ahead and try this out today. I don't know if you're supposed to shake. I don't think you're supposed to shake it, but I'm going to give it a little shake just in case. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and apply this. I'm hoping it doesn't... Oh, that's really pretty. Okay. So look how pretty that is. That's gorgeous. And again, I'm just going to keep my primer majority in my T-zone area. I think I even use a little bit too much, it kind of feels like. But I can tell you guys, this is definitely a very hydrating primer. I can feel that. I really like how it makes my skin feel. Although I don't have dry skin, I more have oily skin. It definitely feels good because, you know, right now, even during the winter, I feel like people with oily skin still tend to get dry. So I love this. This is, oh, I'm getting some pilling, but hopefully not too bad. I might have just overly blended it. I'm not really sure. Yeah, getting some pilling there, but I love how that makes my skin look. Can you guys see that? That is gorgeous. If you guys are into that extra glow, I would definitely suggest this. Oh, dropping things. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and use my Lumi Le Glow Skin Tint, and I use shade 120 Neutral. And I'm hoping that when I start to blend this skin tint in with my brush, that I don't, doesn't start to pill even more. I wonder, I'm gonna maybe spray this brush with some setting spray just to see if that helps. I'm gonna use my e.l.f. Power Grip Setting Spray. Maybe that'll help with to prevent pilling, hopefully. Oh, yeah, I'm getting a lot of pilling. I'm not sure how to fix that. I probably should... These are the times when using a beauty blender would probably be more beneficial than a brush. Oh, goodness. So, oh wow, okay. I'm gonna try to fix this. I will be right back. Oh my goodness, sorry about that, you guys. I had to pause my video. I had such, that was the worst case of, sorry, I was fixing my nose ring, pilling that I've had in quite some time. As you can see, it's like still in my hair. I had to wipe not my eyes, but everything off my face and do it all over again 2 times. In that process, I also got makeup on my shirt, which you can't see, it's kind of down here, but yeah, that'll probably stain, I'm pretty sure. But what I ended up doing was using a lot less of the primer. I didn't know if I used too much primer. And then I used a setting spray on a sponge and applied it that way, and it seems to have helped quite a bit. So now hopefully I can just move on. Alright, so I'm going to do bronzer next, and let me just see what I'm going to use today exactly. Wow, I cannot believe that just happened. That was crazy. I'm going to do powder bronzer because well, maybe not actually. Okay, no, I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm going to go ahead and use my Morphe Cream Bronzer, and it's in the shade Flicker. Things are just not going as planned on this video, but we won't panic, right? We will not panic. All right, let me go ahead and blend that in. And hopefully I don't get any more pilling with the bronzer. I'm gonna have to like shake my hair out once I'm done to get those little pieces. That was quite embarrassing. Anybody, was it the primer? I mean, if anybody knows, please let me know, because I don't know if I did something wrong in this process, or if it's just that primer. Because I've not had the issue with the just using the skin tint, so I know it's not that. Maybe I applied it wrong. Maybe it's the primer. I'm not really sure. Let me go ahead and do my brows with the Wet n Wild Mega Stay. Just feel like this always brings everything together for me. There we go. Okay, and then we'll do blush next. Let me just see what I'm going to use. I'll be right back. I think I'm going to go ahead and use my Rare Beauty mini blush. It's in the shade Grateful. Why not use a nice red blush at Christmas time? What better time? All right. I like to put it on my nose and a little on my chin. Okay. That's how we're looking so far. I can't believe I got makeup on my shirt. I think I need to just start wearing shirts when I'm doing my makeup that I wouldn't care if I got a makeup stain on them, because every once in a while I'll be wearing a shirt that I really, really like, and then I get makeup on it and it's just very upsetting. All right, so let me do highlighter next. I think I want to do... I am just looking here, you guys. Sorry about that. 1 second. I'm just going to go ahead and use my NYX Buttermelt highlighter. It's in the shade Glaze It, but it has like a basically like a goldish tint to it. So we'll go ahead and use this. That's how that looks. Of course, I'm just going to use my finger, as always. I just feel like I can apply it easier. I'm just going to like add it around my blush area, so my blush area is just nice and shiny. But yeah, I just feel like I can get better application when I'm using my finger. I'll add a tiny bit more to that side. So that's how the highlighter's looking. I'm trying to get a good glimpse of that cheek area. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to do my setting spray. I'm going to use my Hard Candy Glow Unlock. Love that setting spray. All right. right, you guys, here is the finished completed look with the lips done. I did my lips off camera. Just so you are aware, I use the NYX suede matte lip liner, and it's in the shade Free Spirit. I also use the Revolution lipstick in the shade Chauffeur Nude. I did dab a tiny bit of this Essence Correct and Conceal in the middle of my lips and kind of blended that in with a beauty blender. And then on top, I used the Milani Keep It Full Lip Plumper Gloss, and it's in the shade 12 Sparkling Pink. So this is the completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Sorry for the little mishaps that happened during it, but I'm glad I was able to get it done. I hope you guys have a great Friday. Please, if you haven't already, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.